ashamed to be a house cleaner? What do you do when you're a house cleaner and you are ashamed to tell your family and friends that you are a house cleaner? We're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com, which is a referral database created by house cleaners. So if you need a house cleaner, or you need a window washer, or a carpet cleaner, or a professional organizer, or any of the service providers that service the home, you can find them on housecleaning360.com. And if you are a house cleaner and you don't have your business listed there, run over and grab a listing so that when we send people to you, they will find your business in your area. All right, on to today's question, which is a question that came in from a house cleaner who has been cleaning for 15 years as a house cleaner, and she's still ashamed to tell people that she cleans houses for a living. She says, what do I do? Am I ever going to get over this? The answer is, I don't know. It's up to you to get over that. Now, the reality is there are a lot of fancy jobs, a doctor or an attorney or whatever that you're proud to tell your friends that you are. But if you don't have that type of a job, you need to be equally as proud. Yes, you don't have the years of education, and you don't have the student loans that a doctor or an attorney has. But what you have is you have experience, and you have an industry that is a booming industry that allows other people to also go do their jobs. So what happens is, as a blue-collar worker, we need to embrace the fact that we are house cleaners. Because here's the thing, if you show up every day and you're ashamed of the job that you do, that's going to reflect in the work that you do, and it's going to reflect to your clients and your employees. And if you're not proud of the work you do, they're not going to be proud either, and they're not going to send you referrals. But if you stand up straight and you roll your shoulders back and you accept this job with pride, and you go at it as if you're the best house cleaner on the planet, what happens then is that is also projected to your audience. And so your clients and your customers and your employees, they take that and they go out into the world and their neighborhood and they say, hey, I got the best house cleaner on the planet. And because you are proud of what you do, they are proud of what you do. There's a story I'd like to share with you. Once upon a time, and this is a story that's told by the author himself, Theodore G. He goes to a party with his wife, and people come up to him and they say, hey, by the way, what do you do for a living? And these are fancy people with fancy titles. And he says, I write children's stories. And they laugh at him and they quickly excuse themselves so that they can go off and they can talk to somebody more important. Little did they know that this children's author that they're speaking to is a man we call Dr. Seuss, one of the most famous children's authors of all time, right? But how you present your information determines how people receive you. And so it doesn't matter if you have a blue-collar job or a white-collar job, or if you're self-employed or if you work at home, it doesn't matter. What you do matters, okay? There are a whole bunch of jobs that make the world turn. And it's people that drive trucks of supplies from one part of the country to another. It's people that take the gasoline money when you fill your car up with gas. It's people that bag your groceries. There are a whole bunch of jobs that would be easy to be embarrassed by. But all of those people make the world go round. World does not function without all of those jobs. And so as a house cleaner, you have one of those jobs. It's a job that makes the world move, and it's a booming industry. All right, now there's a huge misnomer in the industry that house cleaners are looked down upon and they are treated poorly because they make no money. Okay, house cleaners, if they run their businesses correctly, and this is the caveat, if they run their business correctly, if they keep their bookkeeping straight, and if they are able to manage their employees, house cleaning can be an incredibly lucrative business. And there are house cleaners that I know, but the homes that they live in are much, much fancier than the homes they clean. And they go into the home and they are treated poorly, like, oh, you're the hired help. Yeah, treat me however you want, because when I take your money and I go home today, I'm going to live in a house that supplies my family's needs. And it's based on the business that I have created. And there are some really amazing people and amazing homes that they live in and amazing lifestyles they've created from a job that we would think you're ashamed to be a part of. So it all comes down to your mindset. And if you approach your job with flair and with confidence and with pride, your customers and your employees will also spread that word into the field and into the marketplace. Okay? So it's how you approach that job, because a job cannot bless you until you first bless that job. And so if you approach that job with, hey, I'm here, I'm a servant, I'm here to help, I'm here to make a difference, only then does your job have fulfillment. And so my suggestion to you is approach your job with pride. You don't have to go tell all your friends what you do, because all your friends can't hire you. Only the people in your neighborhood and the next neighborhood over. And there are lots of house cleaners I know that they're not ashamed of their jobs, but it's not a part of their normal everyday conversation. It brings in a living, it pays their bills, and that's it. They don't make a big deal of it because a big deal doesn't need to be made. But if you are in circles where your job matters, then stand up and approach your job with pride. Like, hey, I am the best house cleaner in my area. This is the most exciting job that I've ever had, because that energy is enthusiasm and it is contagious. And the people around you will catch that and they will spread the good vibe about what it is you do. Now, the negativity is also contagious. So if you are embarrassed and you are ashamed of what you do as a house cleaner, that is also catching and that will also be spread. So it's up to you. If you do this for a living and you do have a lucrative income and you have provided an enormous and amazing lifestyle for yourself, live it with pride. There's no shame. There is no shame in helping other people and cleaning houses. There's no shame. It's a job that makes the world go round. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today, and until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.